the Cardinals going up against the Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. 12 yards there as they move the chains. That old... They cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On play action, Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Play action. Here's Smith. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
After the run, Smith going to throw. Going deep for Benjamin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Travis Benjamin, 30 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards on the ground. So it'll be first down here after the run. They run again with Ajayi. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Golden coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 18, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Drops it off to Ajayi. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, here's Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Toss play. This is Smallwood. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Patrick Peterson, 89 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll begin the drive with a jive. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one 28 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go play action here on first down. That is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They run with a jive. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's a jive. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Wins to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now this time he'll look to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Smith. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. To throw on second down is Smith. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Play action. It's Smith. Steps away to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. They've got his man complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, here's Smith. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And this one is right down the middle. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup, as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, You feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
The Cardinals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Off play action. Smith. And he's got Gresham. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Off the play fake. Smith. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd down following the run. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, 46 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first is Wentz. Ertz has it left side. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Wentz to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ian Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On play action, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Got some breathing room. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. He's going deep for Brown. A swing pass caught. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 44 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Steps away. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Jordan Hicks in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Michael Kendricks in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Brandon Graham in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. And that hits off the left up upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Wentz on the bootleg, rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again?
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. John Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point try now for Dawson. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now it's Ajayi. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Graham in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. The quick slant caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
They'll try to run with a J. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Defense showing blitz. Ball on the 3. 3rd down and goal. This is Ajayi. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. In not great starting field position here for the offense. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move but couldn't free much space. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.